Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Stack and Perpetrator here. Today's video I'm going to talk about, I just got home from a few hours ago. I took a road trip up to see Daniel at his Portsmouth coin shop in Portsmouth, Ohio. It was a beautiful trip up, lots of nice scenery. The trees were just absolutely gorgeous. Got up there, saw Daniel the next morning. I waited till his shop opened, 10 o'clock. I stayed for about four and a half hours. Did some chatting with Daniel, and let me tell you what, you will never meet a nicer guy than Daniel. And his knowledge of coins and everything is just top notch. Got to speak with his dad, and I can't remember the guy's name that packages everything up, but got to meet him. He does an awesome job packaging up the sales from the online sales. So I went up there for a couple reasons. One, to look at his shop, look at his inventory, actually meet him and see what I could pick up that he doesn't advertise on the site for my collection. And then I had him go over, I took my Morgan date set and mint mark set and had him give me a honest, no BS, no sugarcoat it, give me straight up what he thought of my collection. And he did absolutely that. He looked through both books, looked at each coin. I'm not going to show you the numbers or what he wrote down, but he did look at those. There was a couple of things he told me about the coins which I already knew on a few, but he told me some stuff about some other coins that I will take a closer look at and either make notations and study the coins up, and it just basically gave me some good pointers of upgrading my set. And I do appreciate that, Daniel. That was really nice of you to do that. And believe it or not, Daniel has coins that, I mean, he's just non-stop looking at coins, photographing coins, putting stuff up on his website. They dealt with a few customers at the counter. I mean, it just absolute pleasure to be there and speak with Daniel. I got, I don't know if you remember, I got a Morgan date set album for my girlfriend, and it was missing the slides. Well, Daniel happened to have a vast array of albums, so I was able to pick one up that had minor issues with it, and I pulled the slides out and fixed the album up for my girlfriend. So I will work on this one to try to glue those edges down and put some slides into that and make that one a good book again. But now my girlfriend has a nice book. I did pick up some coins. One of the coins I picked up that he had was this nice 1874 seated Liberty dime. It is 1874. If you notice, it has arrows, and it also has the legend, United States of America. There's no stars. Here's the reverse. Very nice looking coin. One of the reasons I got this one, if you're doing a typeset, I'll open up my typeset here to the dimes. When it gets to the seated liberties, was it 1838 to 1860? You had it with the stars around the edge. Then the next one in the book is 1853 to 1855. They added arrows because they changed the weight of the silver. And then your very next slot is 1860 to 91. They got rid of the stars and they added the legend. So you used to have stars, and then they changed it to United States of America. Well, if you notice, that's no arrows on that. 2 years, the mint in 1873 and 1874 changed the weight of the silver again, so they added the arrows. There's no spot, because you go from the 1860 to, and notice that's in between, because they ran this from 1860 to 1891, with the exception of these 2 years, which have the arrows. but there's no slot for it because we go straight to the Liberty head. So I will have to fit one of those 12 pocket pages in the back of this book, and I will add this to the collection because it is a type, because this one with arrows has the stars, but there's no spot for the legend and arrows. So a great addition to have. So I'm not sure if you're aware of that with your type set, but that is one to look out for. That doesn't have a spot if you wish to add it. Then I got picked up a couple coins for album fills. I got a 1909 O barber dime. She's slicked out, but I'm not particular about the coins. Just 1909 O, so let's see if we can see the O. Do my little loop magic here. And there it is. Just below the bow. Got the O mint mark right there. So what we'll do is we'll very carefully poke a hole in the plastic. Get that out of the way. We'll get the barber dime album. I've already started working on getting the slide loose, and that will be the last spot on this page. Goes right there. Try to center it up. Put her in her new permanent home for now, and that finishes the second page. We added the 1909 O. So now I just have a lot of work to do. I have lots of work to do on the first page. This one isn't one of my priorities, but it is something I'm working on. So get that out of the way. Then we have 17D type 1. And get my loop out again. Um, 1917, and you can see the D right there, about center of the screen, next, just to the right of that bottom star on the left. So we're going to carefully pop this one out. When you're dealing with these stapled flips, you never want to peel that apart and pull against the staples, because you'll drag you don't want to drag a staple across the coin and scratch it, so you always want to pop the plastic. Again, I've already pulled the slide on this one, so we've got another spot to fill right here. 17D type 1. So that one's in its permanent home. So we're starting to come along pretty well in this. Got I'm not going to worry about the 16. I'll probably never ever see one. But I got the 17 type 2s to work on, the 18s. This 18S over 17 is going to be a tough one. Not going to be cheap. And then I need the 19s, the 20s, or 2 of the 20s. All the 20, let's see, the 21, the 223s, and the 324s. So we're making pretty good progress on the old Standing Liberty quarter album. So that was a good one. Thank you, Daniel. Another spot filled. Then we just got some other things. Got a 1906 barber dime. looking pretty good. It has the full Liberty on the headband. Got a 1897 O barber quarter. Little rough shape, but let's see. I got these for another project that I'm working on. And the staples catch on the gloves. And then we got an 1896 barber half. So those are for another project. Then I got a stack of some walkers. I'm going to pull my album out. I think all these are going to be upgrades to what I have. A full date 17 Philly. A full date 17 D. You see the D right down here. That's a full date D. Then we have an 18 full date Denver. We have an 18S. See the S over there. And we have a 19 Philly, full date 19. So I'm not going to do the swap outs on these because I have the complete collection. So I'm just going to upgrade these. Swap out the ones that. This is a 19 Philly. But it is a. I meant, is it a. Yeah, let me see that. Is that an S? No, D. 19D. This. I must have marked it. 19D. Yeah, 19 Philly. I must have marked off the D there. I was scribbling over there. And then I got a 33S. Like I said, these are all upgrades for my completed set. So I'll do the swap out later on, maybe this weekend when I have some time. Then I just picked up some high AU, low BU Franklin's 52D. As you know, I'm on my 13th collection now, but it's always nice to have some nicer coins in some of the albums. So I picked up some of these Franklins. 54D. And a 57 Philly. So got those. And then after that, I left and I went down. Daniel told me where some antique shops and stuff were right around the corner on the river, and I was driving and I didn't want to operate the camera while I was driving, but there is a huge long wall. It's like, I don't know, 6, 8, maybe 10 blocks long. That is just this huge, continuous, just mural. It's quite stunning to look at. I should have took some time and filmed that, but I didn't want to do it while I was driving, and it was getting late in the day, and I wanted to get to the antique shop. Something for you, Fish. Picked up some amber-colored coin glass. So I got this dish, and then I got a set of candle holders. These are pretty cheap. I was surprised. I thought it would be priced a lot higher, but that was very affordable. So I have those. And then while I was there, what better thing than to bring back something from actual dairy that used to be in operation. Pure Milk Company, Milk and Cream of Portsmouth, Ohio. This is the 1 point thing. I ran it to the dishwasher, but I'll probably have to put some vinegar water and get rid of this staining there. think some vinegar water will get rid of that. So I picked that up. And then I picked up another one, Select Dairy from Portsmouth, Ohio. So another milk bottle. This is 1 quart. So pretty nice thing to get. And then, well, Daniel's shop was closed, but I saw Daniel one last time before I headed out to come back home. And in his video, he had shown some CC Seated Liberty coins. So the first one is come on, focus. Let me have to take these out of the sleeve. Too much reflection. This one is a 1875. It is a Carson City. The Carson City is above the bow. You can see the CCs there. They had sometimes there's mint marks above the bow, sometimes below the bow. So this is the 75 above the bow. Then I got 1876. 1876 seated dime. This is also a Carson City. You can see the CCs there just below the bow. So let me focus in on this. You can see the CCs right there. Down close, just above the rim, just below the bow. So that's what they call below the bow. And then you make the trifecta. You got the 1877. And this one's a little harder to see, but they are there. I don't know if I'll be able to get them to show, but you can see them there. Just above the rim, starting to get smoothed out right there, but the CCs are there. So I got a 1875, 1876, and 1877 Carson City Seated Liberty dimes. I got those, and then it was a lengthy little ride home. It's about a 9-hour drive. Going up, I hit some construction areas, and then I have to go through Charlotte, so I got to deal with Charlotte traffic, so that's kind of a slowdown. Coming back, I got stuck hour on a little 10-mile crawl for about an hour because of some road construction, and then because of that hour tied up there, it put me late getting into Charlotte, so I wound up Charlotte traffic, and that turned it into, instead of like an 8-hour drive, it makes it a 9-hour drive. So anyway, that's what I got from that trip. I came home to 1, 2, 3 mail calls, so I will do another video on those. Thank you for watching. Daniel, I do appreciate it. If you haven't watched Daniel's channel, I highly recommend. He does a really good job at informing you and teaching, and having you understand coins. He sells a lot of coins on his website. He is reasonable. He has good prices. He puts good stuff up. He's got raw coins, slab coins, type coins. He's got some gold. He's got, you just have to keep checking back, because you may see something today and it'll be gone tomorrow. So I'll leave a link to his channel and to his website down below in the description, and we will see you on the next one.